My name is Laurel Christensen, and I'm the author of this new little book, Life's Good, If God Sent You a Text Message. And in my personal opinion, that God is talking to us all the time. And if he could get to me as easily as all of my friends could with little texts, because I never miss a text message, I think I'd be more inclined to kind of hear the messages that he's trying to give me. So we took the book, and every section is set up as a text message, and then there's a couple of devotional messages in between. One of my very favorite ones is a little text. It's be nice to others. And this is a lesson that I learned when I was in school. I took a calligraphy class because a super cool girl was taking the class, and I was determined to become friends with her. So we took this class, and one of our assignments was to take this kind of cutesy little font and to do some kind of a poem or song lyric or something and create this calligraphy piece. And so I chose the lyrics to the song, I'm Trying to Be Like Jesus. And I did it super cute and did it on this mat, and I turned it in, and I got an A, of course, because apparently I was a really good calligrapher. So one night I'm driving home, and I look and I notice that there's this girl walking down the street from the grocery store carrying like 2 big bags of groceries. And I look at her and I realize that she's this girl in my calligraphy class, and her name was Jenny. Now you need to know something about me, and I don't like to admit this to everybody, but I wasn't overly friendly in that class because, like I said, the whole point for me taking that class was to become friends with this cool girl. So Jenny was probably one of those quiet girls that I don't think I was ever mean to, but I certainly didn't go out of my way to be nice to. And I just had this little feeling like you should pull over and offer her a ride home. And I thought, I can't pull over and offer her a ride home. She doesn't even know who I am. And it was nighttime and I was tired. And then I looked, and on the passenger seat of the car was that calligraphy piece. And I saw the words, I'm trying to be like Jesus. And then the Spirit again said, pull over and give her a ride. So I finally pulled over, and of course I wanted to say, hey Jenny, I'm that not mean girl but not totally nice girl in your calligraphy class. But instead I just said, hey, do you need a ride home? And she kind of looked at me, and I finally did tell her that I was in her calligraphy class, and she let me take her home. And as it turned out, it was kind of a long walk, and I don't know if I mentioned it was raining, but it was raining. And she was such a sweet girl, and I took her home, and afterwards when she got out of the car, I just remember looking down and seeing that piece again and thinking, who do you think you are? Like, Jenny's a perfectly sweet girl, and you're not really that cool anyway. And it just got me thinking about all the people whose paths I cross every single day. And sometimes, unfortunately, I'm a little bit more like calligraphy Laurel, not always looking out for people and not always looking out for people who maybe really could be in my life that would be great influences in my life. And I'm a little more concerned sometimes with people who I think are cool. And life's too short to just not be nice. And that's why I think the message is just that simple, that God would try to send me or try to send you. Be nice to others. He just wants us to love each other. The scripture that goes with that is in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 32, and it says, and be ye kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another. And I'm just glad that Jenny was a little forgiving of calligraphy Laurel and let me take her home that night. I learned a valuable lesson that all of us are God's children, and we need to be looking out for each other all the time.